hard living this life.
No, it really is. So I just got a text from my wife. She's it's a text to me and her mom. She said, I'm divorcing Jaceel, mom. A blog has accused him of cheating on me. So I'm done. Like, that's what I'm dealing with in real life. Like, in real life, see what it says? Yep, the girl who used to work for him. So this is what I'm really dealing with. And that's I'm going to be as transparent as I could be, because this is what happens when you play like this. You play on people's lives.
What seemed like a fairy tale union between young Jock and Kendra Robinson has now turned into a nightmare. Their wedding was nothing short of a spectacle, with fans of love and hip-hop eagerly watching the lavish celebration. On the surface, it looked like the perfect fresh start, but behind closed doors, the cracks were much deeper and far more shocking than anyone could have imagined. Now, the unthinkable has happened. Young Jock has reached his breaking point, and Kendra Robinson is officially out, calling it quits on their once promising union. But what really went wrong? What could have caused this couple to spiral from head-over-heels romance to heartbreak? The answers may leave you stunned. Stay with us as we unravel the jaw-dropping truth behind the end of their marriage.
And guess what? I got to stand on mine too.
Yes,
Because guess what? Let me tell you something. I didn't go to college. Guess what? I want my kids to go to college. So we can say that right now. I don't want them to go that direction. I want them to go to college. I can say that with you too. Right. But don't sit here in front of the world, in front of a medium, and say, oh, I wouldn't want my son or your sons to be like you. Hold on. No, you gonna put some respect on my name. Because at the end of the day, I'm successful. I take care of my kids. Ain't none of my kids out here in dire need of love and support. So we're gonna do that. Okay? Because I don't appreciate that. Because there's some things about you that I could say I wouldn't want my daughters to do.
Go ahead.
I'm not gonna do that. I respect you and I love you enough.
I want this magazine to know
no. I respect the integrity.
You don't want your daughters.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
Be my guest.
I'm not gonna
be slighted, honey.
When young Jock, the love and hip-hop veteran and Atlanta-based hip-hop star, met Kendra Robinson, their connection seemed like destiny. Jock, already a father to 8 children from previous relationships, was a well-known figure in music and reality TV, celebrated for his charm and easygoing personality. Kendra, on the other hand, was his polar opposite, fierce, independent, and unwilling to compromise her identity. Their stark differences set them apart, but also made them an intriguing pair. In 2021, they tied the knot, appearing to be the ultimate power couple. Their love story became a central focus of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, offering fans a front-row seat to their roller coaster relationship. The chemistry between Jock and Kendra was undeniable, but cracks quickly began to show. The first major challenge was Jock's complicated past with 4 different mothers to his 8 children. Kendra struggled to reconcile her new role within his already sprawling family. She often clashed with Jock over how she would fit into his life, without losing herself in the process. Kendra made it clear she didn't want to be defined by Jock's family dynamics or his public persona. But the baggage didn't stop there. Rumors of Jock's infidelity continued to haunt their relationship. Kendra's growing dissatisfaction with Jock's actions and her doubts about his loyalty were no secret, as highlighted in Love and Hip Hop. At one point, Jock openly admitted to his past temptations and struggles, fueling speculation about whether he could truly be faithful. Kendra hoped for change, but their public disputes painted a different picture, one of fragile trust and unresolved issues. Despite these challenges, they made it to the altar. Their 2021 wedding was celebrated as a fresh start, but tensions simmered beneath the surface. Tearful confessions and tense moments played out as cameras captured their journey. Jock seemed genuine in his desire to prove his critics wrong and build a future with Kendra, but his actions often told a different story. One issue became the breaking point: children. Jock's unwavering desire to expand his family with Kendra clashed with her hesitations. While they tried to align their goals and move past the chaos, the strain proved too great. Their love, which once appeared unshakable, unraveled under the weight of unmet expectations, lingering doubts, and conflicting visions for the future. The cracks that had always been there could no longer be ignored, and their marriage ultimately came to a heartbreaking end. Building a life together meant sharing everything, including parenthood. But when Kendra Robinson told young Jock she didn't want children with him, it shook him to the core. For Jock, starting a family wasn't just the next step, it was the ultimate expression of their love and commitment. In an emotional moment, Jock confessed his dream of building something meaningful together, not just having another child, but creating a legacy that symbolized their devotion. Her rejection of this dream cut deep. Jock felt hurt and frustrated, as though Kendra was denying him a future they could share. But Kendra had her own reasons she believed were valid and necessary. Her career was her top priority. Kendra had spent years building her professional life and wasn't ready to put everything on hold for motherhood. She assured Jock that she wasn't refusing the idea of having children entirely. Instead, she suggested freezing her eggs, preserving the possibility of children for a later time when she was ready. For her, this wasn't a denial of their future, but a way to protect her options and remain in control of her own timeline. What neither of them anticipated was the emotional fallout. Jock saw Kendra's suggestion as a prelude to life without him, a sign she wasn't fully committed to their marriage. To him, freezing her eggs was a betrayal, a way of keeping her options open at his expense. Jock's frustration grew into resentment, and doubts about their future began to take root. For Kendra, Jock's insistence on having children felt unfair. She wasn't willing to sacrifice her identity or career for anyone, not even him. Her reluctance wasn't about rejecting Jock, but rather about resisting the societal pressure to abandon her aspirations in favor of starting a family. What began as a disagreement about children soon turned into something much deeper, a glaring lack of trust and an unclear vision for their shared future. The tension reached its boiling point when Kendra reaffirmed her choice. Jock perceived this as the ultimate act of betrayal. A dispute about children had morphed into a simmering time bomb, one that neither of them could defuse. Their love, once filled with promise, now stood fractured, overshadowed by unmet expectations and irreconcilable differences.
Jacelle and I have been in this for a real long time, so and it's a lot of stuff like you guys are seeing this season where the whole world wasn't privy to some of the stuff that Jacelle and I was going through, like or the times we separated or that we were broke up, even while we were engaged or even while I was still wearing my ring. We had moments where it just was like not happening. But and things happened during those times.
As Jock and Robinson's marital tension escalated, Jock began to distance himself from the ongoing battles over children and Kendra's firm decision to freeze her eggs for the future. To Jock, it felt like he was being rejected and underappreciated, like an afterthought in her long-term plans. Their relationship was meant to be about building together, but Kendra's independence and determination to be in control of her own destiny clashed with Jock's vision of what their future should look like. Jock didn't hold back his frustration. He felt that Kendra's desire to freeze her eggs wasn't just about timing, it was a silent rejection of him and their shared future. He allegedly told Kendra, "I'm going to do what I want to." This wasn't simply about parenthood. It was about Kendra's refusal to compromise on her career and plans, which felt like a wall between them. Jock had made sacrifices in an effort to make their relationship work, but Kendra couldn't overcome the tense, hurt-filled conversations that followed. People close to the couple revealed that their arguments grew in both frequency and intensity. Kendra's resolve to maintain control over her life and not bow to Jock's expectations only fueled their divide. Jock interpreted Kendra's decision as a rejection of him, a sign that their future together was no longer aligned. Meanwhile, Kendra felt misunderstood and isolated in her choices. The breaking point came when Jock realized he couldn't continue living in a marriage where his needs and desires were not being met. The unthinkable happened. After enduring so many ups and downs, Jock called it quits. Reports indicate that Jock, devastated by what he perceived as a fundamental flaw in their relationship, ordered Kendra to leave. He refused to accept a future that didn't fit his ideals and dreams. Even after all they had been through, Kendra's response was a stubborn refusal to shift her position. She wasn't willing to give up on her career or give in to Jock's wishes. The emotional separation was inevitable. Despite their shared love, it couldn't heal the growing rift between them. Their different visions for the future were too much to overcome. Their love story, once full of hope, had unraveled, and the heartbreaking end marked the start of separate futures they could no longer share.
Damn body. If you understand, you understand.
Nah, what are you talking about? Like,
that's what it is.
You so goddamn big-headed and arrogant. You around here creating babies all over the globe, dropping them off household to household.
All over the globe?
You
What are you talking
enough
about?
to not actually be able to tell my mama, tell my brother. You should answer them.
I would talk to whoever.
You don't have to give no explanation to no goddamn body. If you understand, you understand. No, what are you talking about? Like, how sensitive is that? You so goddamn big-headed and arrogant. You around here creating babies all over, dropping them off household to household. You're enough to not actually be able to tell my mama, tell my brother. You should answer them when I talk to you. Since the split, young Jock has focused on starting over and moving forward. He has returned to his music career and continues to be a dedicated father to his 8 children. The heartbreak may have stung, but Jock has come to terms with the fact that sometimes love alone isn't enough. When your futures don't align, you have to make tough choices, and Jock recognized that walking away from his marriage to Kendra was a sad but necessary decision. His journey post-divorce paints a picture of a man who is learning to rely on the things that matter most, his children and his work. With a newfound sense of calm, Jock has remained focused on building a brighter future for himself and his family. Despite the emotional toll, he hasn't allowed the heartbreak to derail him. Instead, he's leaned into his strengths and the lessons he's learned from his past relationship. On the other side, Kendra Robinson has intensified her focus on her law career. A woman of ambition and determination, she's not letting anything, especially her marriage's end, hold her back. Kendra's post-divorce journey reveals a woman stronger than ever, fiercely pursuing her goals without hesitation. Her message to women is clear. A woman's worth is not defined by whether she chooses to have children or whether she stays in a relationship to win over a man. Kendra's decision to prioritize her personal timeline and career reflects the growing movement among modern women. Love and dreams don't have to be mutually exclusive. Kendra has shown that women can have it all, and her ambition continues to inspire others to follow their own path, no matter the obstacles they face.
We made our vows to move forward, that we won't even bring any of this up.
I didn't bring it up. People bringing it up.
As anticipated, the split between young Jock and Kendra has ignited a firestorm of discussion across social media, and the fans are divided. On one side, there are those who support Jock, believing that his vision for marriage and his desire for a traditional family are completely valid. They argue that wanting children and building a future together is a reasonable and honorable goal. One commenter passionately stated, "If you don't want kids, why even marry someone who clearly does?" highlighting the idea that these fundamental differences should have been addressed before committing. However, on the other hand, Kendra's supporters are standing strong in their admiration, praising her for staying true to her principles and putting her career first. For many, Kendra's decision represents a modern, autonomous mindset, one that challenges the traditional expectations placed on women. One fan tweeted, "Kendra freezing her eggs. She's protecting her future." Another chimed in, reinforcing the sentiment. Women shouldn't be forced into motherhood if they're not ready. Being a baby mama isn't what defines a woman's worth. The conversation surrounding love and loyalty is far from black and white, and Jock and Kendra's breakup has sparked an intense debate that's dividing fans worldwide. While both sides have their reasoning, it's clear that this breakup is heartbreaking, especially given the undeniable love they had for each other. Yet, sometimes love simply isn't enough to bridge the gap when there are fundamental differences. As one Instagram user put it, they clearly loved each other, but sometimes love isn't enough. The truth is, this split is something many couples can relate to, the importance of having similar values and life goals before tying the knot. Relationships are more than just love. They require deep understanding, compromise, and a shared vision for the future. Without these critical components, even the strongest bond can fall apart under all the pressure. Self-awareness is key. Both Kendra and Jock made decisions based on their own priorities. Kendra chose to stay committed to her independence and career ambitions, while Jock came to terms with the fact that his desire for children couldn't be ignored. Their story is a harsh reminder that sometimes, even when you love someone deeply, walking away is the only way forward. The big question is love enough to hold a relationship together, or are the shared goals and aspirations what matter more? What happens when those pieces just don't fit? What do you think about Jock and Kendra's split? Was it the right decision for Jock to walk away, or could they have worked it out? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. For more updates on this story, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Welcome back to our channel, your go-to source for the juiciest updates and exclusive celebrity gossip. Today, we're diving deep into a story that's got social media buzzing and fans in complete disbelief. We're talking about young Jock and Kendra Robinson's explosive drama, including shocking allegations of financial betrayal, legal battles, and divorce rumors. If you thought their relationship couldn't get more complicated, think again. This latest update is sending shockwaves across the internet, so grab your popcorn and stay tuned because we're breaking down everything you need to know about this jaw-dropping saga. Let's start with the initial spark that ignited this fiery drama. It all began when young Jock, the rapper and reality TV star, accused his wife Kendra Robinson of engaging in questionable behavior on social media. According to Jock, he stumbled upon DMs between Kendra and another man. The messages reportedly included heart-eye emojis and compliments about Kendra's beauty. While Kendra has yet to confirm or deny these allegations publicly, Jock's claims have already set the internet ablaze. Fans were quick to speculate about the state of their marriage, with many wondering whether Jock's accusations held any weight. Some defended Kendra, suggesting that the DMs could have been innocent and taken out of context, while others pointed fingers at Jock, questioning his own track record when it comes to fidelity and honesty. As if the DM scandal wasn't enough, rumors of divorce began swirling shortly after social media users noticed that Jock and Kendra were no longer posting pictures together. Fans speculated that their relationship was on the rocks. The whispers grew louder when Jock was spotted without his wedding ring during a recent public appearance. Kendra, on the other hand, has remained relatively quiet about the situation. However, sources close to the couple claim that tension between them has been building for months. With allegations of infidelity, financial disputes, and communication breakdowns, it seems their marriage has been hanging by a thread. Just when fans thought they had heard it all, a shocking revelation turned the spat into a full-blown scandal. Moments ago, Kendra Robinson reportedly dropped a legal bombshell against young Jock. According to Kendra, Jock allegedly took $2 million from her under the guise of a business investment. She claims that he used the money for his own ventures, but has yet to pay her back. This accusation has escalated their marital issues to a whole new level. Kendra is now demanding that Jock return the money, especially since he has reportedly filed for divorce. In legal documents obtained by insiders, Kendra is said to have outlined the financial betrayal in detail, leaving no stone unturned. Not only has this shocked fans, but it has also raised serious questions about trust and accountability in their relationship. As had been anticipated, the internet erupted in a frenzy of reactions following the